Sorry about that, it was an urgent call. So continuing from where we stopped, this is this here. So this preference manager just allows us to load our default settings. That means even before the user goes to actually load to change the settings, we just load the default settings as we've set them. And then we said the floating action button, when you click on the floating action button, we said an intent is used to link between one activity and the other, and that is what we did here. We say you should start the activity, and we created a new intent. The new intent will go from main activity.this, which is where we are, and it should take us to add event activity.class, where we get to add an event. So this plus button over here allows us to, it will just allow us to tap it, and it will take us to where we can add a new activity. So now coming to this db is equal to new database. This allows us to create a database connection. This database class allows us to actually interact with our database. So creating a new database allows us to create a new database connection, and then we say list is equal to database.getEvents. Now this is what actually fetches all our events for us. This list is just the list of our events, so we can change this to list from list. I can just change it to make it something better. I'll just say event list. So this is the list of all our events. So this is the list of all our events here, and then we just say you should query the database and try to get all the events. So now what it now does is it creates an adapter. Now an adapter stands as a class. It stands as like a glue that tries to alter the way our list of items will be displayed. It tries to specify the ways the list of items will be displayed in our list view. We say our list view displays a list of things that are similar in nature, and what we are going to be displaying is we are going to be displaying a list of events, and what we are just going to be displaying is we want to know who the celebrant is, where it is being celebrated, and the progress of that event. So here list view, and then we just say we now with this place here we're just able to create the adapter, and then like I said we had to create the list view. That is in order to specify how we want our, we have to create the list view in Java. That is, we say list view, and then we say list view is equal to, we binded it with that of XML. So we created the Java object and binded it with that of XML just on one line, and then we say you should set the adapter to this adapter. So the essence of these 3 lines is so that it can know the list, the event list we fetched from the database, you should try to put it inside the list view. Now what we now did is we say if the event list.size is equal to 0, meaning there are no events yet. If there are no events yet, you should just remove the list view, which is this set visibility gone. You should remove that floating action button. That is this. That means we said if the number of events is 0, meaning there are no events added yet, you should remove this list view and remove this floating action button, leaving only this one on the screen. If not, that means if there are, so that is what this place does, and we say when you click on this place it should be equivalent. If you click on any part of this, it should be equivalent to clicking on this floating action button. That is why here we said set on click listener fab.perform click. Now we said else, that means if, here we said if there are no events yet. Now we now say else, which means if there is an event already added, then it should remove just this, which means you should remove just this get started blah blah blah, and it should display the list view and the floating action button. And that's what we did there. So well, you might have to watch it over and over again before you could actually get the full context. Now we say list view does set item on click listener, which means we say list view does set item on click listener. We say we have to get click events from Java. So we said anytime one of these items in the list view is clicked, it should, we say just like we did, we have to create an intent that will take us from this activity to event details activity. The event details activity is where we actually see the details of the event. That means the name of the owner of the event, how much was budgeted for the event, how many people will be coming, what is the progress of the event, and we can actually get to update the content of that event from that event's details activity. So for us to be able to do that, we just created the intent saying we are going to go to that intent, and then we added an extra message. This extra message here is so that we know which events do we want to view. This will just take the event ID. Knowing the event ID, will know, okay, this is the event we want to view. So it will go there, it will use the ID to fetch it from the database on the other side, and then it will display it on the screen. All these other parts here, this on create option menu and on option menu selected. This on create option menu right here is just used to inflate this button over here, this settings button. You know, we said it is a menu. This is a menu, so we on create option menu is used to actually add it, and that is what this thing does. Get menu inflator.inflate menu.main. And what this on option item selected means is when you click on it, what should happen? We said it should take us to new act. It should start an activity, and the intent of the activity should be from where we are. It should take us to settings activity.class, which means we have two intents on this page. The first intent is right here, where we said it should take you from main activity to event details activity when you click on any of these options here. And the second intent is, yeah, this is better. So the first intent is, we said, comes right here, and we said it should happen when you click on any of this. It should take us from here to the events details activity. And the second intent is here, which means when we click on this menu here, it should take us from this place to our settings activity. So I'm going to be starting with explaining this events details activity in the next video. So thank you, and yeah, okay, so we're done with main activity, so I'm going to check it off the list as well.